refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running. Toes they gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I felt it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm ready to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Dave's Doghouse. Got some brand new things to talk about today. You know, I'm very excited about the new flow. I have a new flow of how I'm actually going to be doing my show today. So I'm hoping you guys are excited. But before I get started, you know, I got to make sure I give a shout out to all the shows because we got some brand new shows that have been added to the R2L network. Of course, you know, we started off with BWT, Fire Show with Teddy. Then we got CTC, Carl talking college football and college basketball now that college basketball has just started. So shout out to those guys. And then, of course, we got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coons, had another fire show this morning. If you didn't see it, go make sure you go check it out. It was at 9 a.m. this morning. And then, of course, we had, well, you are now on the I guess the fourth newest show, which is Dave's Doghouse. Fifth actually. So for Dave's Doghouse, then we got the Joe Jordan show, of course, that Joe does himself, and then of course we got the brand new show that debuted today at 1:00 with Vaughn, RBO, Real Ballers Only. If you didn't see it, make sure you go check it out. And then of course with the brand new announcement today, we have our very own boxing show. Cord. Oh, not sure what happened, but that's for the boxing show. But, you know, excited about how everything's going. Can't wait to get into my spill. But make sure you like, share, subscribe. I am live right now on Facebook, X, and YouTube. So make sure you like, share on all platforms. But on YouTube, you like, share, subscribe, and you become a member. I'll show a commercial before I get to my dogs that I'm going to do today. But first things first, got to make sure that before I started, this is my own show. So I can't start my own show on a Wednesday, winning Wednesdays, without saying,
turn me up.
Let's get it, man. Like I said, I'm excited about everything. It's ready to get the ball rolling. And now you can see me a little clearly. So with, you know, how everything went last week, I had some people that I added to the doghouse, and then, you know, had some conversations with management and was able to add something new to the show. So for the very first time, I'm actually going to be going over, where's my banner? The dogs from last week, because I think that's important to show. So let's go ahead and bring them up to the stage. So, of course, you know, we had Jack Del Rio, the Raiders and Steve Wilkes in there. So, question is, are they all still in, or are they out now? Well, let's go ahead and get to talking about one of these guys. Jack Del Rio, you are now out of the doghouse. I know. Some people may be saying it's too soon. He's had games where he's allowed over 30 points. I get it. But in a game that matter, of course, to this season, because it has not looked too well so far. But when you have a quarterback that's playing well offensively, you got to be able to cover them on defense. And you know what? Something that he did. Chill, Tomo. Come on, man. You ain't gotta do all of that. What he did on Sunday, it helped his team, because this is a game where he didn't allow over 20 points. Which is a great job by the defense, and this is what happened. This is a game where, you had guys that were going to get traded. They got traded, of course, on Tuesday. We all know about the news that happened with Chase Young and everything, and all them guys being traded last week. And you go in now. You go into this week, and what happens when you play against the Patriots? Now, the Patriots not a high-power offense, so I get it. But Mac Jones QBR 29.4, very putrid. He does throw for 220 yards, but that's for over 44 attempts. He threw an interception in this game. He also threw a touchdown, so I'm not going to, not talk about that. And then only 5 yards per pass. So they wasn't letting a lot happen in the pass game. Now in the run game, you did have Ramondre Stevenson average 9.7 yards to carry, but overall you only allow 17 points, and your team didn't allow over 400 yards. Your team totally only allowed 327 yards. Not bad. You kind of want to lower that, of course, but hey, I put you in the doghouse, you responded and was able to go ahead and boom, you got him out. So next question is, okay, well, the Raiders, had a situation, right? Got rid of the GM, got rid of the head coach, and went out and won a game 27-0. So the Raiders, you're now out of the doghouse. And now this is my moment to not only talk about the team, but to talk about somebody I know. And I love and I care. For everyone that knows me, there was a part of the reason why we didn't have the R2L show yesterday. A very, very close friend of mine, so I consider a brother, is no longer here. I'm not going to say he passed away, because it's a touchy situation that I don't necessarily want to discuss live on the show. But just someone that was very close to me is no longer here. Had his homegoing service yesterday, and he was a huge Raiders fan. So whenever you see me wear black and silver, although I am a Niners fan, for those that are tuning in, I will be doing that to represent my brother Arthur, who is no longer with us. So Art, may you continue to rest peacefully, and thankfully, you allow me to wear these colors that I normally wouldn't wear, but I'm doing it for you because I know this is your team, and your team went out and got a W for you, my guy. So, condolences to the family and everyone else that was close to him as well. And just know that I still love you, bro. So your Raiders are no longer in the doghouse. Now, Steve Wilkes, I get it. We went out and made a trade, got Chase Young. And, there was some, it's the bye week. So he still got time to be able to get himself out of there. But the way the defense has played, I can't necessarily take you out just because we're on the bye week. You got to go out and prove it on Sunday when we go against the Jaguars. So you got Chase Young now, and Kyle Shanahan said that no, you are no longer going to be in the booth. You coming down to the sidelines to talk to your players. Defense coordinator, if you're going to call these plays, you need to be in contact with them so everything can mesh. So right now, I'm still going to keep you in there. You have an opportunity to get out the doghouse, but for the moment, you are there. Now, it's time for the new inductees of the doghouse. Who's next? Who had a bad week? Who made bad decisions? Who did something that was very questionable? Well, I got a request from some fans of a certain team that lost 42-10 to the San Francisco 49ers early in the season, and also just lost a close game to their rivals, the Philadelphia Eagles, 28-23. None other than Jerry Jones himself. Jerry, you like your guys, right? Well, this is the result that you get. When you don't go out and make transactions to help your team, stuff like this happens. There was a crazy stat that I saw that 4 or 5 of the top receiving yards that happened on Sunday all came from players that were either on the Cowboys, that are currently on the Cowboys, or used to. CeeDee Lamb had over 190 yards. You had Amari Cooper, who had a great game. You had Dalton Schultz, who had a great game. Like, what's going on, Dallas? You had all these players, and you want this explosive offense, but instead you stuck with CD and traded away Amari Cooper for what, a fourth or fifth, or sixth round pick, and you kept Michael Gallup. Now, Michael Gallup had some flashes, but he had Amari Cooper. Oh, and Noah Brown, too. Noah Brown's the other one. All of these guys went and balled out, and you had the opportunity to keep these guys. You let them go. Amari Cooper's gone. And then on your defense, you see that your top cornerback just got injured for the season. Why don't you go acquire another one to help out your defense when that happens? You didn't even do that. You need a running back. Tony Pollard is not an every down back. We see that they like what they saw when Zeke was there, but as you can see, he's not an every down back. So you need someone. You should have tried to go get Saquon. I understand he's in your division, but you should have tried to go do it. Should have went and tried to go and get Derrick Henry. Did that. That offensive line is good enough to be able to run block. So you should have did something, Jerry, but you didn't. So your fans are sick of it. So because of your fans and me, I'm of course a Cowboys hater. Gladly. You now are in the doghouse, Jerry. Welcome. You may be here for a very long time. Just know that I have a seat saved for you in the doghouse. Now, let's go up to the nation's capital. This home of the Commanders, home of the Washington Wizards, the Washington Mystics, the Washington Nationals, Georgetown, Howard University. All great names that you hear. Well, the Commanders have not played well lately, or as of late, within the last few years, and then the Wizards haven't won a championship since they were the Bullets. But you get it. You think of names like Gilbert Arenas, John Wall, Bradley Beal, who's no longer there, and now you got Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole out here for the vibes. So guess what? Not only have you been playing bad in the beginning of the season, you just don't look good at all. You've had historic blowouts. I don't know what's going on, Washington. I get it. You want to do whatever you can to improve your team and improve, things that's going to go on for your future. But you got rid of Kristaps Porzingis. You got rid of Bradley Beal. John Wall's no longer in the building. What you got left is Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. And you gave Kyle Kuzma a nice big contract to come back. You traded CP3, who you got from Phoenix, by trading Bradley Beal over there, and you traded him to the Golden State Warriors just for Jordan Poole. And there was a shot that he took in the game where he shot the three, looked away, and thought it was going to go in, and all it did was clank. So Washington, you got to do better, man. This team does not look well. The team does not look well. I need the Wizards to play better. Play better, Wizards. Now, it's not expecting much of you, but you shouldn't be getting you shouldn't have historic blowouts. You need to at least compete. We know you're in rebuild mode and there's some other things that need to be going on for your team to win, but you got to at least be competitive. You don't look competitive right now. So do something, Wizards. At least have a game to where you don't get blown out. Then I can remove you. Yes, I get it. They are in full rebuild mode, but hey, this is the doghouse. This is my choice. You want to do the doghouse, and you do it. But this is my choice. And now we have a brand new someone that a lot of people might not even know who this lady is. But there's a reason why she's on here. Now, I don't have the clip, but USC star Caleb Williams had he's been having a rough season, with some key losses this year. They're no longer in playoff contention whatsoever. And in the game that they lost just recently, he got very emotional about it. Started went up into the stands and cried in his mom's arms. I get it. It's not something that's normal to be seen. But there's some things that you kind of gotta let it pass. You gotta let it slide. But not this lady. She went full blown mode and said that he was, he basically called him a weak man just because he was able to show some of his emotions. And you want to know who this lady's name is? Her name is Cheryl Arnault. I could be saying her last name wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart. But Miss Lady, I'm putting you in the doghouse. One thing you can't do is attack a man's character just because he shows emotion. That's passion. You want quarterbacks to show passion. Would you rather him, be stone faced and act like he doesn't care? Hey, he cares. He cares about the game. So I'm going to put you in the doghouse for that because you can't disrespect the player just because he's showing emotion to the game and he's going there. And yeah, okay, he wants to go home and cuddle with his dog. Let him do what he wants. He's a human being. Are men not allowed to have emotions nowadays? Are we not allowed to show that we care about things? That's what most people will want, right? So let the man do his thing. So, Miss Lady, you in the doghouse for that. And just do better. Do better. Now, we got to talk about the dogs of the week. The guys and girls that, ladies that have shined in their respective sports. First up, this guy here. Number 2 overall pick out of Ohio State. there was a battle between him and Bryce Young on who should be the first overall pick. Carolina Panthers pretty much had it set in stone who they were going to draft. $1,100,000, by the way. And they went and drafted Bryce Young out of Alabama. Now he's a rookie, but he also has not looked good so far this season. And what has CJ Stroud done? He balled out. He actually had I would say, the best game of any quarterback had all season long. And he's a rookie. CJ Stroud. Let me tell y'all the numbers, man. Let me tell y'all the numbers of CJ Stroud. Let me tell y'all what this guy did. On Sunday, he had 147.8 passer rating, which is the highest single game passer rating by a rookie in NFL history. His 470 passing yards are the most passing yards by a rookie in a game in NFL history. He became the youngest player ever with at least 450 passing yards in a game. And he became just the sixth player to record at least 450 passing yards and 5 touchdown passes with no interceptions in a single game. The previous youngest guy to do that was Patrick Mahomes, who was 23 years old and 63 days. He set the single season rookie record for passing yards in Week 9 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Through 8 games, CJ Stroud has 35 completions of 20-plus yards, which is tied for second in the NFL. Not in the NFC, the NFL. 3 completions of 50-plus yards, which is tied for most in the NFL. 283.8 passing yards per game, which is third in the NFL. He's third in the NFL in passing yards per game. 14 touchdowns, which is top 10. He's tied for 7th right now. And 109 passing yards. 109 passes that went for first downs, which is 6th in the NFL. This season, in the clutch, on 3rd and 4th down, 59 completions, 2nd in the NFL. 759 passing yards, 2nd in the NFL. 8 yards per attempt, 7th in the NFL. 7 passing touchdowns, tied for 2nd in the NFL. 0 interceptions, tied for 1st in the NFL. In the 4th quarter, 650 yards passing, 4th in the NFL. 9.3 yards per attempt, which is also 4th. 6 passing touchdowns, leads the league in passing touchdowns in the 4th quarter. And 0 interceptions. Also tied for 1st. When trailing this year, he's thrown for 1,270 yards passing, which is 3rd in the NFL. 8.4 yards per attempt, 8 passing touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. CJ Stroud, welcome to the doghouse. And welcome to being a dog. You're not in the doghouse, you're a dog. So welcome. You balled out, young fella. So what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Texas can go far as long as you keep playing that way. Very next guy. Young guy, only 22 years old, drafted out of Georgia, originally wanted to play football, said that he's a really good baseball player. Currently, I would say, the number 1 guy in Minnesota. You still have Karl Anthony Towns, but I would say this guy is the best guy on the team, and that's Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, just a couple days ago, had 38 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists. He was 3 assists and a rebound away from a triple-double. This is the second time this season he has led the Minnesota Timberwolves to beat an undefeated team. The first team he beat was, of course, the defending champions, Denver Nuggets. And then he went and beat the Boston Celtics in overtime. He was 15 and 25 from the field, and he was so clutch in overtime. He hit 3 jumpers and a fadeaway hook shot to help his team win that game. Anthony Edwards, to me, could be on pace. I'm not saying he is right now, but he could possibly be a top 5 player in the league. If any young kid I know in the NBA that can do it right now, any young man that I feel like has the ability to do it, it's Anthony Edwards, because he plays great effort on both ends of the floor. There was a quote, there was something that he said between the matchup between him and Jason Tatum, where he said Jason Tatum was talking trash, and he said, you know what, it's all right. I'm coming right back at you because I don't just play offense, I play defense too. The boy went out and played his butt off. Anthony Edwards, you a dog, man. You a dog. Next up is somebody that he just beat. I just mentioned this team, said that it was the defending champions. It's the Denver Nuggets, and who was the best player in the team? Oh, it's just the Joker, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic. What did you do? Oh, you just a triple-double, just a triple-double, and pretty much what should really be called a blowout win against the New Orleans Pelicans. You just went ahead and put up 35 points, 14 rebounds, 12 assists, only 1 foul the entire game, 15 for 24 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, in just 36 minutes. You pretty much had a point a minute, just about. You were just a point short. Nikola Jokic, is there anyone else that's better than him in the league right now? I think that might be solidified because he already has back-to-back MVPs, and now he has a finals MVP, a championship. What else do you need from this guy? The way he's playing, the Nuggets just might make it to the NBA Finals again, even though they lost players. Nikola Jokic, got to give you your flowers. You a dog, man. You've been doing everything you needed to do, and I'm proud of you. No, I can't say I'm proud of you, but you've been balling, man, so keep doing your thing. And now for the very first lady inductee into the Dogs. Now I know, Dave, college basketball just started. I get it. I know it just started. But I can't help but give praise to somebody who's balling out at her debut. Juju Watkins, freshman at USC. Miss Lady, why are you showing out like this in your first game? 32 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 11 to 18 from the field in 31 minutes. You scored more points than you played. The minutes you played. I'm excited about this basketball season, of course, because I'm a Duke fan, so I want Duke to play well. And then I couldn't give it to anyone from LSU because they got blown out by Colorado. So, Miss Lady, and then your team is ranked 21st. You went up against the number 7 ranked team in college and women's college basketball, and you beat them because you led them to that win. So, Miss Juju Watkins, welcome. You are I'm glad to be able to say that you are the first lady to be put as a dog. Now, I will revisit this on my very next show, next week, next Wednesday. When you see me, you will see if Jerry, Steve Wilkes, the Wizards, or the young lady will be out or still in. And you'll see who I've added into the dogs of the week. So, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate everyone that was actually able to watch it. My guy, you in the doghouse. That is the doghouse sound, of course. Glad that you guys tuned in. That is my show for today. Make sure that you go and watch it. And I did say I was going to play a commercial, but look, just become a member. I got too excited about my show, so got a little bit. But become a member. $1.99 is pro. You get to get in one chat on Instagram. You get to you get badges and stuff like that. $4.99 all-star member. You get to see members only videos. You get to be in multiple chats. The only chat you can't get in is the R2L chat, and that's when you have to be a superstar. $9.99. You get all the perks from everything else, but you also get access to the R2L chat. That's VIP. So if you want to be VIP, go ahead and click that link in the bio. Other than that, I'm out. Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.